Hey, Nashville. Welcome back to the NFM Podcast. I am here with Danielle. Hey, Danielle.
Hello.
And my co-host, Collin. What's up, Collin?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain.
Yeah, Collin is doing Las Vegas this weekend.
Yeah, a little High Rocks action. So.
Yeah. I want to know about that in just a second. But first, we have to let you guys know our amazing sponsors. We're in the OptimizeU studio, and our sponsor today is OptimizeU, one of them, and then also Navy and Well Pro Thrive. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's episode. So, have you done any High Rocks before, Danielle?
No.
Do you know what High Rocks is?
I'm interested in hearing about this.
Okay, yeah.
I have no idea.
Collin, since you're doing a race this weekend in Las Vegas, tell her kind of like what it is.
Yeah, so there's a lot of running, which I think you would
Yes.
like. So you run
Yeah, you
a
would like
kilometer, and then there's 8 stations throughout. So between every station, you run a kilometer, and then it's the same race all over, but they have it in different cities, usually
Okay.
in convention centers. And it's just last year. Was it last year that it just popped off everywhere?
I think last year or the year before.
Yeah, and it's just this big event now.
I mean, it's just getting bigger and bigger.
And I'm guessing like every mile then you do something crazy.
Yeah, so you have like sled push, the rower, sled pull, burpee broad jumps, farmer carry, wall balls,
Lunges.
Yeah.
That's
In between-
impressive.
Yeah, there's 8. And then in between each one, you do a 1,000-meter run.
Wow.
And it's all just as fast as you can, like whoever finishes first.
That's wild.
You can do partner, like male, female, male, male, girl. It's cool. Like it's very accessible to everybody, but you can also push it like very far.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
That's
very
like a
fun.
hit, like interval of training quick. Like,
Yeah, right.
wow.
Yeah. It's fun, very challenging. And for those of you guys who know what High Rocks is already, this is interesting. Collin said that if you guys have seen this, there have been some races where people were getting backed up, like to the next heat, like they're
Okay.
catching up
It's
to the
gotten
heat
so
in front of
popular.
them.
They
That
have,
there's just it's like a lot of people.
They're
Yeah.
probably having to expand and stuff, which is
They've
nuts.
they've stopped people's times, and they're just like standing there waiting. And as someone who's done the race, I'm like,
Same.
that's not fair.
No, because I feel like you would want to just do it.
Yeah.
And, like not stop and then start again and then stop.
Yes. Well, my first thought was like, that's not fair because they get the rest right before they
Right.
go to their next
Oh, that's
move.
true too. Yes.
And Collin was like, well, also, as a racer, like you don't want to stop and then get like cold.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it was before like the last event too, so you're like ready to go, and it's like. Phew.
Wow.
Yeah.
But hopefully they fix that. I haven't seen that.
Hopefully
in a
that doesn't
couple months.
happen. It was probably, just like a fluke. Like they didn't manage it well or something. But good luck this
Yeah,
weekend.
good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
That's so exciting. Okay, let's do our quality questions because everybody will be disappointed if we don't get to them, including me. So just grab a
Okay.
question and pass it down to Collin. We're each going to read our prompt and then we'll respond to
Okay.
it. So I'll go first. Mine says, would you rather go on a perfect date with the wrong person or a terrible date with the right person? Well, obviously, I'd rather go on a terrible date with the right person because then later we'll just laugh about it. Whereas
Right.
if it's a perfect date, I don't feel like it matters if it's the wrong person. Like who? So what?
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm with
Okay.
you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that an easy one for all of us?
That's an easy one.
Yeah, we all feel the same way. Cool.
That's first.
Okay.
Yeah, that
so-
was the fastest one we've
That
ever
was a
had.
fast one. This one's actually fitting to me as I do
Okay.
like to travel. My husband and I love to travel. Would you rather wake up in a different country every year or a different city every week?
Oh,
Oof.
City.
oh my.
That's a lot of moving parts.
And you're staying in that country for the whole year?
See, I could see myself exploring different countries. I like to get into culture and see new things and see all the sights to be seen. So I could probably spend. I don't know though if I could spend a year. I have a little ADHD, so I think I'd be like, okay, now I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like every month, maybe I probably would do a different city every week.
I would
Yeah.
do a different city every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking I would rather explore countries rather than a city, but I know myself and I need connectiveness in a
Mhm.
community.
Yes.
And I think to be in a country for a year, that's enough time to get settled and then you just move on. You're constantly getting reverse culture shock. Whereas just a city,
And
it feels
Right.
more temporary. You can just
Yes.
do your thing in the city. So I think I'd say city too.
Yeah.
get stuck in the desert for a year would be rough.
Oh my gosh.
That would
yeah.
not. That would mean. I mean, listen. Recently we just went to New Zealand and Australia for the first time, and we were in New Zealand for 4 nights. People thought it was crazy, but we don't have that much time off from work, right? And then we went to Australia. I love New Zealand. Like I thought it was beautiful, but like I could not see myself living there for a year because I'd be living with the sheep. That's all there is
Yeah.
sheep. So it's like you're like
Living
the
with the sheep.
connectiveness. You're right about that. Like I like to be around people.
Uh-huh.
So I think I would rather live in like Australia, the Brisbane area, the Gold Coast, because there's a lot of people there.
Yes.
You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
the Gold Coast would be so nice.
It was fun. I was like, that's a nice place. I liked it a lot. Plus it was
Yeah.
summer, so it was warm.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
And their summer is in wintertime, right?
Yeah. It's the
Our
opposite of
winter.
us, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My follower, like an influencer, she's like a sprinter athlete who lives there. And it's just like, oh, so beautiful. Love it. Would love to go there.
Yeah.
All right. What's your say?
Would you rather always tell the truth or always protect people's feelings?
Oh,
Ooh.
Tell the truth.
yeah.
Yep.
You got to.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Sorry. Do you have a reason?
I'm not trying to get in the wrong side with the big man.
Yeah. It's just right.
That's
right thing
actually a
to do.
good point.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I don't sugarcoat things. You know, I'm a person that tells you how it is. Like you always know where you stand with me
Mhm.
in the best way possible. I'm not going to be mean, but I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think it's better to be honest, even if somebody like gets their feelings hurt,
Mm-hmm.
It's better.
than
I
like,
think so,
like
too.
lie or make something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No, I don't believe in lying, so that's
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I think protecting someone's feelings can be like almost a disservice to them sometimes
Mhm.
if you're not being honest about whatever they might actually need to hear. So, but I think that can be harder to do. Sometimes it's easier to just protect someone's feelings. But I think,
You'd
yeah.
rather have someone tell you the truth at the end of the day.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I would want. That's what you would want. So that was a good one. That was a more deep one.
All
Mhm.
right.
Quality questions.
I like them.
Yeah. All right, Danielle. So tell us,
seat.
give us I don't know where to start. Give us a background of how you got to do what you're doing. Because
Okay.
like we were saying before, I feel like a lot of people think your job is cool or interesting. I mean, I think it's cool and interesting. So
Right.
what do you do? And tell us how you got there.
So I'm the chief meteorologist at News 2 in Nashville and ABC. And I've been here now for just about 10 years. We'll come up in June. I got into weather because a meteorologist came to my school in 8th grade
Oh my gosh, I love
for
that.
career day, put us all on TV. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
I told my parents about it. That time, like internet was just beginning. It really wasn't there, you know, the email type of thing. So I wrote him a handwritten letter, left my home telephone line, and he called me and invited me to the station. And I was growing up outside of Philadelphia. So I got to go up there, meet him. And he was like a nerdy guy with glasses and a bow tie. Like his like thing is trust the bow tie. Like he's a scientist. So I thought it was really neat because I really liked math and science as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so to see like someone like that, but like doing something super cool, like
Yeah.
on television, I was like, I could do that. And then like
Mhm.
meeting him, he was just great. He was like my inspiration. I call him Weather Dad now. And as I say, like my mentors, he's my mentor in the field. He is retired now because he's older, but he helped me like, you know, find out where to go to college, help me get through
Aw.
jobs and all of that. So,
wow.
you know, I think it's like interesting. And because of that reason, people always say, Danielle, you go to so many schools all the time. And the reason I do that is because I'm hoping one of those kids
Mm-hmm.
gets either the weather bug like me or goes into a STEM field, right? Like, because we need a lot, especially not just even but women too. We need more women in our field. So,
Yeah.
you know, I go to schools all the time and tucker myself out sometimes doing it, but I love doing it because like, I'm like, if I get them, and there are people that say, you came to my school and now I'm going to school for it.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's a neat thing.
Yes.
You know?
I love that. I was a first grade teacher and we would
Okay.
do like every year we did field trip to the police department.
Mhm.
I think we went to the weather, like local news or
Okay,
it was
yep,
some
yep,
kind of
yep,
news
yep.
thing. And then the fire department. And those
Okay.
are like so cool because just seeing the kids, it's like you get back to the school and they all want to be a firefighter. They all want to be a weatherman. They
Yep.
all want to be a police
Yep.
officer. And like it just has you can tell it has such an impact on them when they see someone like in real life doing it. So I think that's so cool that like you're a real life example of that.
Yes.
At that young age, I get the 8th grade, you said?
8th grade. Yeah. So I was like 13.
Do you feel like you knew your like personality enough to know that you would be good because like a good fit for that job? Because I think it takes a special person like being in front of cameras and
Right.
be in front of a lot of people. Maybe not. I mean, maybe you don't see the people, but
Right.
still, you know, you're on air and you have
Yes.
to,
It's like you're
have
talking.
a
I mean, you're
script.
talking. You have to be comfortable.
Yeah,
I think, you know, I thought like that's what I love to do. And I thought that's what I would probably do, you know, ultimately. But I will say, like, I was a shy kid. But I did play sports. So I played a lot of, lacrosse and field hockey, ran track, played soccer. So I did a ton of sports stuff. And I think that kind of started I think athleticism also gave me more confidence, right?
Yeah.
So through my high school years especially. And then while I was playing it, they would be like, they were outside sports. So they would be like, Doppler, is it going to rain or not? Because people knew I liked the weather. So that was my nickname in high school. So I was
That's
I
so funny.
have to do this, right? I'm going to go try
Everybody
to do
thinks.
this. Everyone knows I'm going to do this, right?
Are you happy you did it?
Oh, I'm so happy I did it.
Yes.
I think it takes going through I went to college at Cornell, so I got a degree in
From a big
meteorology,
school, too.
from a really good school. So I think that gave me the foundation, so the confidence in knowing the actual weather part of it. But then I think going to internships, because I always tell people go to a television station if you haven't been. I got to intern at ABC New York City and NBC with my mentor in Philadelphia. And those internships, I think, is what gave me the confidence, right?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of doing it. And I think the other thing that gave me the confidence, honestly, to keep the TV thing going was in college, I was writing for the newspaper, doing the weather column, and a general manager at a small market in Elmira, New York was market 173. Nashville's a top 25.
Okay.
He called me and he said, come to the station. I thought it was for an internship. And he invited me to fill in on TV when I was 20.
Wow.
So
Trial by fire.
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
That was my first time actually being on the air, 20 years old, a deer in headlights. Luckily, that's VHS tape. You can't find that anywhere online. But I think that confidence, building it. And then my friends also getting to watch it in college. And then they would play drinking games to it. Oh, she said the word, whatever, 5 times. We're going to drink a shot for her.
That's so funny.
So it's funny. So I think that helped, you know what I mean? And then just your job itself, each job you go to, I've worked in several markets now. Nashville's probably my home base for the rest of my life. But I've worked in multiple markets to get my chops up and working around really talented people, and learning from them. I think that's the way, because I also say too, no matter what job you do, it's if you're not learning, are you really growing?
Yeah.
So always learning, always absorbing. And now, people think of me as a seasoned person because I'm older. I've been in the business for over 20 years. It's I look to the younger people. I'm what can you teach me? You guys are really techie, they're on their cell phones. They know all those editing things. I don't know how to edit. So they're teaching me this stuff. So I'm this is great. It's kind of it. And then I can teach them the stuff that I have, the longevity experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. What is chief meteorologist?
So you're the
specifically?
head of the the department.
Okay. So are you mentoring others or what?
I mean, I would say I manage my team at ABC. There's 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am in charge of our weather content, what we decide to do. I work with my news director, my manager, and we decide how we're going to cover the ice storm, how we're going to cover tornadoes. Are we going to bring in extra people? How are we going to do around the clock? So I kind of am in charge of that kind of stuff too. So I really am the actual, I don't just have the title of it.
Okay.
I get to kind of make decisions with it too, which is really nice. That's what I love my managers for that. They really trust me with the weather side of it.
So what was school like for meteorology?
Hard.
Yeah, because I imagine
Yeah,
really
that's-
hard.
you didn't
I have no
that,
clue what that is, and
Me
I'm
either.
sure you've heard this a lot. People
Yeah.
are oh, I could do the weather, blah, blah, blah. And I'm I'm sure there's a whole thing to that. So what was that kind of like?
I think that was the hard, that was the hardest part, I think, schooling wise, because you really do a lot of tech stuff. And at Cornell, it's very research based. So they really want you not to be on television. They want you to go into research, get your master's, get your PhD. So I was kind of the opposite person for them in a way. There's a few of us that are from the television side, but it's a lot of high level math, physics, calculus,
Really?
engineering. My degree could also be in engineering.
Woo!
That's
So,
intense.
it's
I
a
tried
very
that for
impressive.
a year. That's
It's
the
intense.
most work.
Listen, one of the classes is called Why is the Sky Blue at Cornell? It's an introductory class. Half the people fail it
Wow.
if you take it as
Why?
elective because it's a actually hard class.
Yeah.
You learn all these different properties, how the sky works, all these different things. People don't understand weather. Yeah, okay, oh, what does she throw it against the wall and pick it? No, we look at computer models, we look at numbers, we look at all different layers in the atmosphere to figure out what we're going to say. We use all this
my.
stuff together to put together a forecast. It's not just I rip it and read it. you
Okay,
know?
but are there people who do just rip it and read it? Are you creating scripts for some people? Are you forecasting the weather and then some people are in front of the camera just relaying information? Are there levels to that?
No, I mean, I think most people in television, there are some people that I think don't have a degree, like technical degree in it. But I know at our weather team, we all have our degree in meteorology.
Yeah.
So like they all know how to forecast. So everybody
That's
is
so
forecasting
impressive.
on each one of their shifts. And then what we do is like we write each other notes of like our thoughts. So like I don't see my morning people unless there's severe weather or an ice storm or something. So they'll write me a note. And so like I know what they're thinking and then I can tell them what I'm thinking. So it's like a group think tank too.
Yeah.
So it's cool. So like our weather, that's one thing I'll say about like our weather here. If you ever watch us on WKRN, and I urge you all to, my boss will get mad if I didn't say that. We'll keep you safe, especially during severe weather. But like you will see consistency from our morning show to our night show to our weekend morning to our weekend night show.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on board.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Did you predict Ice-Mageddon 2026 would be as bad as it was?
Yes.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
I am allowed to talk about that.
you?
I definitely did. I definitly did.
You were like, this is coming.
No, so here's the thing, and we'll probably go into this a little bit more. I had surgery
Okay.
I have had endometriosis for a long time now, for probably all my life, but got diagnosed in 2020. Finally, they found like a mass on my uterus, and they wanted me to get it removed. Like she found it in December of last year, wanted January 6th to be the date. Okay. So had a full laparoscopic hysterectomy. So that's an intense surgery. It's taking out all your female parts, And so I knew week 2 out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is my day get cleared to drive. There's an ice storm coming. I'm going back to work. I wasn't supposed to, but I went back to work early because I knew this was going to be a significant event and I wanted to guide people through it.
Wow.
So that's what I will say. So yes, we did know. We were very aware. And we were trying to like say to people like, because I feel like Saturday of it, some people were like, oh, Danielle, you hyped this storm up again.
Oh,
Da, 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 da.
yeah.
Oh.
And then
They
by
were.
Sunday, everyone was like,
Oh, shoot.
oh my gosh, trees are crashing behind me into my house and I have no
Mhm.
power.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you just had to, I said, and I kept saying about the storm, it's not a sprint in workout terms. It's a
Right.
marathon. It was a 48-hour duration
Yeah.
storm. And it started as snow, then turned to ice and stayed as ice for a prolonged period.
Yeah. Which was like what made it so
Bad. Like I was out walking on the greenway, like doing my like long walk. There's so many trees down everywhere.
Yeah.
The golf course isn't even open yet. It's like almost 3 weeks out.
Yeah. It was bad.
It was bad. So that's
This
what I'm
is so
saying.
cool to hear
Yeah.
from somebody
No.
who knew it was coming.
Does hearing like the regular person talk about the weather be the same as when we hear people talk, like the lay person talk about fitness? You're like, oh my God. Like, is that what it's like when people do the
Well,
weather?
I'm sure. And I'm sure if they find out you guys do fitness, right? Do they
Yeah.
ask you a ton of questions about it?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. They want to, so
Yeah.
what's the best
Like we're
workout?
doing
Like,
right
what should we do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I probably have a question for you about that.
Yeah.
What should I be doing? But no, that's exactly it. Like, as soon as the first thing that people ever say, like, whenever there's a conversation, an icebreaker,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually about the weather. Have you ever noticed that? Someone's like, oh, it was so hot out, or oh, it's been so cold.
Yeah.
And I hear that. And then if they start talking, or they notice it's me, then they're like, hey, Danielle Breezy. I'm like, hi. They're like, can you tell us you have inside scoop, don't you? And then my husband, if
Like
they
your right
see
hand ear
him,
to God.
It's honestly like a superpower. Like you know what's going to happen in the next couple of days, and
Right.
we don't have any clue.
right. That's, and even like this week, we could have severe weather on Thursday. It's coming out. Like we have a risk already.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So just FYI, and it could
Supposed
be
to
an
fly.
overnight threat. Now, I don't think it's that crazy yet.
yeah.
I'm like not saying it's wild, but like we haven't had it in a while. So it's like
yeah.
trying to get people back in that mode. No, it's not an ice storm, guys, but there could be severe storms.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's so funny.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
that is.
wild? So yeah, it's just like you guys. Like if
Yeah.
they, they're talking about fitness, and then you're like, oh, here we go. They're gonna find out about fitness. Now they're gonna talk.
And you're like, yep.
But then you're
Yeah.
like also like you love what you do, right?
Yes.
So you're passionate, obviously.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'll help these people. Like,
yeah, I'll answer some
Yeah.
questions. Yeah. Well, okay. So you and your husband were on and you guys probably saw it, our best of
yes.
edition of the magazine, the NFM magazine. Y'all were in the front cover. Y'all looked
I know. I was like,
amazing.
hey.
Yes. I know you have had some injuries. I
Mhm.
know and issues with your knee. And you
Yes.
talked about the surgery you had. Tell us about, we'll get into all that. But I guess first tell us how fitness plays a part in your life and like what led you to start focusing on health and wellness.
So I think fitness has been a part of my life my entire life.
Okay.
Because being a sports athlete, right? Like so.
Yeah.
I didn't play college sports. I probably could have, but I didn't end up playing. But I will say, like, I love running. Like, running is like my bread and butter.
Was
Now,
that where you feel like you started?
That's,
running?
I feel like that's where I started. I feel like I played a lot of sports, and then afterwards, what am I going to do to keep in shape? And so in college, I would do running, you know, and then even in my jobs to kind of de-stress from a, you know, TV is, you know, what you see, it's like, you know, it looks pretty easy on TV. Behind the scenes, there's a lot going on and there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
So like, you know, to get ready for a day or to get ready, like it's my de-stressor. Like I get up and I work out, you know, and even when I worked in different cities and different hours, I always found time to work out.
Yeah.
And it's just running, or like I would do like light weights. I did a lot of that too. And then I got into real running. Really, I think it was Oklahoma City, because it was the first city I moved to where I only knew one person.
Okay.
And then I was like, because I'd only run like short runs, right?
Yeah.
And then I met a coworker who ran like longer runs. So I would go running with her and she talked nonstop. So I would just run with her. And all of a sudden I was like running like longer distances.
Yeah.
So then I applied for my first like half marathon. And then I ran that. And then I like got into like half marathons. So I did like each year I'd do some, and I did some in Texas too when I worked in Dallas.
Yeah.
And then I went to Boston, and I moved to Boston the year of the bombings.
Oh, wow.
The marathon bombings, like the month of, like the week of.
Goodness.
And so all these people text me and said, oh my God, are you running? Like you would be running this. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm okay. Well, my bosses there found out that I was a big runner. And then another Spalding Rehabilitation Center that helped all these folks that got shrapnel in them, like helped repair them. They asked me to be on their team and do running with them. So I ran and did a marathon.
What a wild opportunity.
Yeah. And I got to run, like I had to raise a lot of money, you know, because I didn't have any qualifying times for it. But I raised, you know, $7,000 for Spalding. And I had to run my long runs by myself on a Thursday. And it was so bad, like running like 18 miles by yourself. And
Oh
you're
my
like,
gosh.
at least it was pretty. Like you ran through the Common, then I went up like into like, you know, like Boston, like universities, you know, I ran around them. But,
Yeah.
and it was cold because it was in the wintertime. So I did that. And then after that run, I ran it in like 4 hours, 3 minutes.
Oh
my
my
first
gosh.
marathon ever.
That's
then they tried to
insane.
get me to do it again. I was like, no. Like that was like was dead like for 3 days after.
Yeah.
But I think after that, it's just been my passion.
Yeah.
And so fitness has always been a part of it. I think like running, and then like the idea of like also the health eating too, like being healthy with your food, like being food conscious.
Yeah.
So after you had the knee surgery and the most recent surgery, I know when I've had times I've been taken out of it, it's like a huge struggle, and it's kind of hard to focus on other things because that's disruptive. Like, how was that stillful?
Yes. So the knee thing was terrifying because, you know, I was doing one of my runs outside, like on my normal route. And, you know, I go up Music Row and I tripped and fell on concrete.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as I was like, oh, that did not feel right.
Oh no.
And I like turned on the sidewalk and called my husband. He picked me up. I went to my doctor, and my doctor, she's like, oh, I have to get you an x-ray. I said, well, what do I do about work? And she's like, well, the x-ray won't come back till like 6 at night. She goes, I would go into work. It could be a contusion. So I went in, I was on the air, hopping on the air from 3, 4, 5, and 6, found out it was the patella was broken. It's like the worst injury. So bad.
Goodness.
So then I went to my ortho doctor the next day. He put me in immobile. Luckily I didn't move it. It like broke straight across. So I was in an immobilizer cast, but I was down and out for like 2 weeks. That is the worst 2 weeks of my life. Like I'd never done that before. Like missed 2 weeks of life where you can't move, you can't drive, you can't do anything, and you're in screaming pain.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like it's just getting it healing because like the nerves are coming back, everything else. Finally, I got to go back to work, and I went back to work with like my my rolling chair in my immobilizer cast, and I would prop it up, go on the wall, stand up straight, and then go sit down.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and I had to do that for like 2 weeks before I could even start walking again. So like I was like a beast in getting back into things, but I'm like I said to that injury, I was going to get down. I was like, I'm not getting down on myself. I'm going to be mentally tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to treat it like an athlete, eat everything, like eat all the protein I can, you know, get right back on it, do all the physical therapy. I was really militant on that. And then as soon as I could, like take it slow. You know, you can't just go running 5 miles. You have to start out slow and try to walk, then run. But I was like, I'm not going to let this get the best of me. And I really worked hard through that injury. And I did good. Like I was fine. Like I was good. But it was like, I think it was like my husband pushing me and then my friends also helping me. Like I think if I didn't have that support, I don't think I would have gone through it. And then like my television family too being good, like they would like roll me around to like my car. People would drive me back to my house. Like everyone was really nice. They pitched in.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Well, and that is so much of the like just health and wellness is like the community you have around you and how they support you. That's a huge part of like getting over obstacles and just feeling supported. Let's we'll continue talking a little bit more, but let's take a quick break.
At OptimizeU, we believe that normal is not optimal. Whether you've been dabbling in hormones or this is your first time and you want to know where to get started, we make the hormone optimization process very simple. Simply get started with comprehensive labs, and our providers will take it from there with you to review where you are right now and where you want to be to ultimately help you achieve your health and performance-related goals. So from our expertise in hormones, peptides, all the way to recovery services, we want you feeling at your optimized best so that you ultimately feel better physically, mentally, and sexually. Just like hormones playing a significant role in the overall optimization of your health, so do recovery services help your body on a cellular level. From our sensory lounge to our infrared sauna, full body red light, full body cryotherapy, cold plunge, we have a wide range of performance recovery services just for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the NFM Podcast. We're sitting here with Danielle Breezy, learning so much about the weather and her fitness life.
Yes, so it intermixes.
Yeah, two things that you wouldn't maybe think that you would hear on the podcast today, but they were on the cover of our Best of magazine, and it's just so fun hearing you and your husband's story. You were just telling us about how you are a runner, and you've had some injuries. Cool running stories though, like with the Boston Marathon. How do you manage running long distances like that with your schedule as well? Because you're chief meteorologist, like I imagine that takes up a lot of your week.
Yes.
And we were just talking before the podcast started, just Collin and I, about like a triathlon that he's training someone for a triathlon right now, and like how much of your life that takes up. And I was like, yeah, I was thinking about doing a triathlon this year, but I don't even know if I could actually manage that. Like
I think that would be a lot of, like I think about back in the marathon time when I did that, I had like squeezed in an 8-mile run at like 7 a.m. like when I was working like dayside during the week. So I'd be like 7 to like 8 something, shower quick, take my hair wet to work, get into work by like 9. And like then do it again. And then like the long run would be my weekend, like my Thursday, Friday off.
Yeah.
But like here in Nashville, I have a more consistent schedule, thank goodness.
Okay.
So I work like 1:30 to 10:30 Monday through Friday, right?
Oh, in the evening?
In the evening.
Oh,
which is great.
Okay,
So
good.
I mean, but once I get in there, it's like a marathon because I'm on the 3, the 4, the 5, the 5:30, the 6, and the 10. So it keeps going.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I try to do something before work, but a lot of times too, I have the school visits, right? Or I have a luncheon or I have a talk. So it's like I have to balance it. But I literally try my best to work out at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
And at most 5. I can't do more than 5. Like there's days, but I will take my weekend days, like days off and do it too. Like that's one thing my husband and I like get along together. Like we don't necessarily work out together, but we work out at the same time. I will never work out with him because he drives me nuts. I love him, but he's like, you're not doing that perfect form. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for a run now. Like you go.
I'm just going to go for a run.
I'm going to go for a run. You're like driving me nuts on that. But no, but it's good because like he got so motivated with, I think one of the things that got me really back into running again too after my injury was he got so motivated in working out because he had a back injury.
Okay.
So he kind of came from something too. And so if he was going to work out an hour, why was I going to sit around and eat bonbons and hang out, right? Like, and be late. I'm going to go work out for an hour.
Yeah.
So even if I, wasn't running the whole time, maybe running, then I'd go do my weights, or like I'd run and then walk some of it, depending. So I think like it was a kind of like a fitness challenge. So I think it helps when you have somebody in your household doing it.
Yeah.
And it pushes you to do it too.
Totally.
But I will say anytime there's a big event coming, the first thing I do is work out before, like I go for a run before it. Like if I know it's a tornado day, you will see me either on a treadmill squeezing it in or whatever. And even after tornado days, here's a story. If you guys were you here in 2020 when the, so March 2nd and 3rd, 2020?
Yeah.
That was a day that I was not expecting that to be that wild. And I was at work. I had a school visit that morning. I went to work at like noon. And then the tornado started at like 7. And then I cut into The Bachelor that night, which people were so mad about. And I got like crucified for that. But then the next day they woke up and there was tornadoes that hit Nashville and killed people. So then that was the end of it.
Yeah.
And then, so I've been on air all night long till 8 a.m. that morning. And then my boss is like, you got to get home, take a quick nap because we need you back on air at noon out live.
Oof.
And I was like, you think I'm going to nap after this?
Yeah. You're
I'm like overstimulated, probably had like 2 energy
no way
drinks.
you're going to come down. Yeah.
No way I'm coming down. So I went straight to the treadmill at my gym, at my, like where we live, and I ran like 3.5 miles, fastest I think I've ever ran, bawling my eyes out.
Aw,
Because I thought about
that's
the
so
people that
much.
we lost to that
Yeah.
night. Like, and it like hurt my feelings because that was my first big event where I was in charge and that happened. And then like I just showered and I went right out there and covered the weather. And then I
Yeah.
didn't stop covering the weather all week long. We were out live like every day for like 2 weeks. And then COVID
Wow.
hit. So it was like wild.
That is wild. That's a lot.
It's a lot. But I don't like, I have to work out. Like it's a
I'm
It's
the
a
same.
thing.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
anything big, it's the same. Have you always been that way?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like you're stressed, so you kind of have to get a little bit out and kind of get your head clear.
Yep.
Like I feel like when I work
Mhm.
out and I break a sweat, I get clear
Yeah.
headed and I'm like more like in sync and ready.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to? Oh, go ahead. if you
No,
got
no, go ahead. No.
Is that common with people that in meteorology that like they work to work out, or are you kind of an outlier?
No, I think actually a lot of my weather team works out.
Nice.
Mhm.
Most of them do.
Good.
Yeah, they all like
Yeah.
do stuff either before or after. You know, like if I can't get one in before, sometimes as long as the sun sets later, I'll go outside later, like
Mhm.
for a night run, or I'll go on the treadmill like once a week at night too. Like even if I just sneak it in, I think everybody does it. You know what? The morning team has to do it normally after their shift because they get done at noon.
Mm-hmm.
So then they go straight to I see them. They like normally have their bags packed so they don't miss their workout because you could go to sleep on that shift because
Yeah.
you're tired.
Because don't they start like 3 or something like
They
that?
start at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So they go to bed late. You know, it's like, it's hard. So like I give them so much credit, Marcus and Shelby, when they do the mornings and even Alex because he does weekend mornings. Like that's a hard shift.
Yeah.
Like hard shift. I prefer the nighttime because I can at least sleep a little bit.
Yeah. That is really hard. How have you found that recovery? I mean, it seems like you're balancing a lot. Like you said when you get to your shift, it's go, 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 go. Like it seems
Yes.
like you're like on like mentally a
Yes.
lot every day that you
Mhm.
work. So it sounds like then you kind of like help with that through exercise. It really helps with the mental as well. But like recovery wise, how have you found that that's important to like find time to like settle your brain and
Yeah,
not be going, but like rest?
I think that my recent surgery was a good reminder of like it's okay to take a break.
Mhm.
Like it's okay to really like check out for a little bit and like take care of your health.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't realize like when this all happened, like, you know, it was kind of a very quick event. Like this happened in December. It was booked like middle of December and it was happening in January. So I didn't even have time to really process it all, you know?
Yeah.
And then it was like go time. Like, and I was working up until that day. Like I was working the day before, you know, and I had like a half a day off and then prep for it. But like once I was there, like recovering, it was like really good to like just chill,
Yeah.
you know?
bet.
And it's a reminder of like I say yes to almost everything. Not always a good thing. Like I'm a yeser, not a
Mhm.
knower. But like I really have to like watch that. So I just, you know, I
Yeah.
don't want to run myself ragged. Like that's a, you know, a big reminder.
Yeah.
I do really try my best too, not only with working out, but also like what I put into the body. Like I think that's important. Like I wake up
Yeah.
and I do like green juice stuff. I do collagen, like in my coffee with protein. I do all these like electrolytes, all these sports stuff in the
Mhm.
beginning of the day and like my protein shakes. I think if you don't have all that good nutrition
fuel,
back,
yeah.
then you need the fuel too. You know, like I think I'm like knock on wood, I want to say I don't get sick all that often.
Mhm.
And I think it's because in my 30s, I learned it's time to like actually eat your vitamins, do the greens. Like in my 20s, I got sick all the time. My hair was like falling out.
Wow.
It was really bad. Like I had like extensions. Now it's like everything's more natural. My skin looks better.
Mhm.
It's just because I take care of myself. So I always tell the younger kids that I work with, like, gals, make sure you're taking your vitamins, make sure you're getting your rest, beauty sleep. Like if I don't have to do anything like on a weekend and I don't set an alarm, I can sleep for like 10 to 12 hours
I bet.
and I love it.
It's the
I bet you
best.
could. Yeah.
I'm a sleeper. When
Same.
I can really sleep. Now I can function on no sleep, like barely any sleep too.
Yeah.
But I love when I get a chance to sleep. Ooh, and sleep is so good for you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say on this too.
Yes.
Sleep. Sleep
It's
is good.
so good. Yeah, so good. I'm like a 7, don't really appreciate a 7 nights hours sleep. 7, 9 hours.
Okay. Yep.
Kind of person. And I'm trying to be a little bit more like, yes, it's so good for you, like you said. And so I want to like keep a good routine, but I'm trying to be a little more lax because I've gotten to the point where if I know that I'm about to get 7 hours and if a minute goes by, it's going to be less than 7 hours, then I start getting really worked up. Like, and I start getting real like, and so I have to tell myself like, Abby, literally live your life Like
Right.
you're not going to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And it is
Yes.
freaking okay. But like,
it is okay. But
it's
then make
become
up for it
such
when
a
you can.
routine. And I know it makes me feel so good that I like start getting anxious if I know I'm not going to get it.
I see. That's how I feel too with like the morning schedule, because so I've done mornings in my career at sometimes, right? But I also did Good Morning America. So for the network while I was here for a couple years, and I was doing it pretty consistently. So I would like work my night shift, and then Friday night, like I would do the weekends from here in Nashville. Sometimes I'd flip over, get up by like 4 a.m. to be on like by 6 a.m. Central, because that's when the 7 a.m. for New York time started, till like 9. And I just remember like being like so anxious to sleep at night, because like the more like that, like knowing like, okay, now I can't fall asleep. Now it's 11. I'm only getting 4 hours. You start counting down how many hours of sleep.
I do that.
And I was like, this is like this doesn't make me excited. Like, I mean, I love my time doing it.
Yeah.
But like, I think like that's why I like the night, because it's like even if I go to bed super late, I still can like get a good amount of sleep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't have to get up and like get going.
So I don't have
right
like
away.
as much anxiousness in terms of sleeping. Like I don't have that. I like when I did mornings and consistently too, I did them in Dallas too. I had a lot of anxiety for mornings because it's like the clock ticking.
Yeah. Back to your injury, your knee injury. Have you found that running is hard on your body?
Yes. 100%.
You love it. Obviously, it
I
seems
love
like
it.
you do it for like mental, not just physical reasons.
Yes.
But like, how have you seen it been? How has it been a struggle physically?
I mean, I think now, I talked about how, I ran that marathon. I was 30, and I ran half marathons in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
In my low 30s, I ran half marathons here for the rock and roll. I can't do that anymore. Like I can't go that long at a distance.
Okay.
Like that would probably tear my body apart.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to my body now. Like I'm in my 40s. So in your 40s, you start listening to your body. And it's like, like my orthopedic's like, don't push it. If it starts to hurt, walk.
Mm-hmm.
So like I do that now, and I still run. Like I can run probably like 5. I did like a 10K recently, and I've done like, I can do a 5K, like I can do races, but I listen to my body, but I tell people really like alternate things. If you can like do an elliptical as you get older, or like the bike, because I used to do like cycle bar and stuff like that too. And I think that's like good too, because it's a different way of, but not like as much on your joints.
Not as impact. Yeah. Totally.
And then like even just like lifting sometimes instead, or just even walking. Like walking is still a workout.
Mm-hmm. Walking's so good.
Walking's so good. And like in nature.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
For your mind.
Yes. It's so good. And also I want to bring up that you brought up nutrition and like fueling your body, because when you are running or when cardio is like something you really enjoy for exercise, fueling your body is so important. I think people don't realize, maybe they don't know, or they just forget, like food literally equals energy. Like food
Correct.
is energy. That is what gives you like what you need to function in your day, to give a workout or a run what you need to give.
Right.
So I love that you're like big on that. And then also for those runners out there listening, strength training, like that is, and you mentioned the weights that you do.
The weights, yeah.
That's going to make you such a better runner and just keep you strong, increase your bone density, because running, I love it too. Like it's fun for me, but it becomes not fun when I feel like how taxing it is on my body. And like, if I'm not being intentional and taking care of it.
If you pound the pavement, like, like especially side, like it's
pound
bad
the
for your
pavement.
knees, and it's bad for your joints. It's bad for, like everything I've done, like I've had multiple injuries over my years, but then the knee one was like the worst one I think I've ever had, because I broke something. But
and that was from a fall.
Yeah, that's bad luck.
That's bad luck. I will say it took me like the first time I ever ran that route again, I like walked over that area where I
you were like,
because I was like, and I literally now when I run outside, I look down. Like I look mostly down. I mean, I look up and down, but like I look down because like unfortunately in Nashville our sidewalks are very. So I always warn people, like, because people even walking trip and fall.
Yeah,
like just be careful because of all the buildup that we have. Like Music City's the it city, everything's building, but things move around a lot. So just to be safe about that, because you can break a bone pretty, and it's not fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that sounds miserable. I know Collin was wondering about this during the break.
What was that mentality like on the first run? Were you like tense, hesitant, or were you just like, I'm back, like I'm about to go?
I think I was really tense.
Yeah,
like I was a little nervous because I was nervous. Like, oh my God, I'm doing like because I did it on the treadmill for a while. I ran on the treadmill to get used to like running, and because it was safer, and then to do that first outdoor run, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But then like once I like went over the area and then I like completed, I was like, I did it. Like I'm back. Like I can do this. Like
that's the biggest thing. Anyone that I've had that's gotten injured lifting or something, like I tell them, hey, our goal is to get back to this exact thing that caused injury.
Right.
Because once you do that, like the brain's like, oh, it's good. It's a safe thing again. And then it unlocks that ceiling again. Yeah.
Because I think people get really, no matter what they hurt, they're nervous about it afterwards. Yeah. You're like, oh, I don't want to do that again. And it's a lot. It's like a mentality to like turn it and get it going. But once you do it, I think it's okay. Like, I think you'll be fine. And then you just have to like do it and be consistent. I mean, I think the biggest thing too is just being consistent. Like if you can get consistent in a routine, that's like really good for your health anyway. Like a routine, like, whatever you do, like you wake up, you go, you have your nutrition, you work out, do your work, or you work out after work. Some people get up earlier than me, so they have to work out after work. I understand that. But like get into a routine. I think a routine is super important for like everything.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. Do you have any races or anything coming up that you're training for?
No, I didn't. I haven't booked a race at all, actually. I'm just kind of taking it easy.
Yeah.
Like I did my first like jog on the treadmill like after 6 weeks, because once I got to 6 weeks, I completed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because your surgery.
So I'm still very new into it. So maybe I'll do something. I mean, if the girls at work do something again, like I'll do it. They got me to do like
where it gets you.
Yeah, like because they're all young friends. And like 20 something, and then they make me run really fast, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. You guys, you're killing me right now. And they're like, we went out and partied last night. And we were still. I'm like, well, you're 20 something. That's nice. I love it. But I mean, they're really good. Like if they do something, I'll go run it for them.
Yeah, but that's what gets me is if my friends or people at the gym. Are training for something, I'm like, oh, I have FOMO. Like some people just signed up for High Rocks, New York.
Do you think you're going to do that?
No. I had some self-control this time. I mean, I shouldn't praise myself too much, because if my partner, who I'll do it with next time if I do it, if he was like, let's do it, I know I would have been like, okay, great, let's do it. But he wasn't, pushing it. So I was like, okay, it's good. I know I need to just like chill a little bit, take it easy. But that's when it's hard, is because it's so fun. Like whenever you just start training and exercising and it becomes your routine, it's just part of you, then it really is just fun to do, especially when you have a community around you. Collin, you're doing High Rocks this weekend. Anything else you're training for in the near future?
Oh, no, not in the near future, like 3 years from now, but
3 years.
Whoa, what's going on in 3 years?
So I'm a pro bodybuilder.
Okay.
So
are you doing like a building season or what?
Yeah, we're building.
Tell us about that. How long does that take? Like, what are the phases of that?
The top guy in the pro circuit that I'm in is huge. Like he's ridiculously big, and it's like, if I want to attempt to even like challenge that guy, I know I have to get much bigger. And so going in and wasting a year competing for at best second place doesn't make the most sense to me. So just looking out and just knowing it's going to be like 2-3 years of building, then dive back in, then we'll be good. Plus it's my wife's turn this year, so she gets to focus on that.
So she's going to do shows?
Yeah, she's 8 weeks out right now, and 8, 10, and then she's doing the Nashville Fit Show too.
Okay, that's be cool. Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Oh,
I mean, you really have to watch everything you eat, like macros. I go macros because my husband does that. Macros, I don't do that. I don't get that tight into it. But
yeah, you do macros. You just don't track them.
I don't track.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody does them.
I mean, I add my amount of protein that I have to get allotted per day. That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but I don't. He tracks like by his meal, like he reads it into ChatGPT and does that. So those you really do have to watch that, right? Like
like to the literal gram.
Yeah, you're like probably to the literal gram, like 50-20 calorie differences is
can do everything, right?
Oh yeah, like we just made an adjustment for our wife, and it was like a 70 calorie difference, but her weight will.
Yeah, that's wild. But the building season, you don't have to be so specific, right? You're just like making sure you get enough food.
Actually, no, I am this time. Okay. I've done the like be lax. Like there's like time periods where you take your like foot off the gas for a second.
Okay.
But especially like with the coach that I have, we've kind of like the understanding. I've been lax before, and it just leads to stagnation. So I don't want to. I don't mind that. It's not that much effort, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I would love like a coach to tell me what to do, and I'll do it 100%. Like you give me a number to try to reach, or like whatever. Like I thrive off that. I'm good at that. So I'm similar. I'm motivated by it.
I always said if I had a private chef, I'd probably be really motivated. You know, if somebody just cooked me everything like and kept it all organized for me, I could do it. You know, if somebody was doing, I can't do that. But I mean, I do. We do love like the Music City Fit Meals.
Those
like we use those.
Oh my gosh, yes, I saw that in your bio on our magazine. How are they?
They're great. I mean, they're like clean. They list everything out.
Really?
Yeah,
and they're easy. Like they're easy because like people forget. Like somebody will ask me like, "Do you cook dinner for your husband?" I'm like, "How do I cook dinner for my husband? I'm on air till 6:30. I don't get home till 7. Sorry, not cooking dinner. I'm not Susie Homemaker.
Wow.
I'm making money. We're good. But then he's like, you know, we get those meals. So he'll eat his at his work. I'll eat mine at my work. Because, you know, usually I'm eating like while I'm on air at some point, like on the side. And then like if I have like my little snack at night, like my little yogurt or whatever, I have my little protein popcorn. Like that's what I do. My son, he has like his little cheat chocolate thing he eats or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Do you always have to check your teeth?
Oh, yeah. And you know what's bad?
Before you go back.
Nobody tells you. So like
what? They should. That should be a written rule.
Yeah, like I could be like one of those people like with like spinach in my mouth if I wasn't careful. So I look at my teeth beforehand because people like, they don't tell you. I'm like, come on, guys. But it's like boys up there, so they're not paying attention. Yeah,
yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, the boys
up there. They're not like girls would be like, hey,
yeah.
Right here, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. But a boy director, no, not so much.
Yeah. Well, before we end, what would you tell somebody who maybe has a similar like schedule to yours, in meaning that like they're go, like they enjoy work, but they do want to focus on fitness? What's like the maybe one or two things that you can think of that are like have really helped you that makes it realistic to stay consistent and stay healthy?
I think one of the things is just make sure you carve out the time for it. You know, like make the time.
Put it on the schedule.
Mm-hmm. Like I have it on my schedule or whatever. I mean, I think this Apple Watch really helps me.
Yeah.
Because it tracks your steps, it tracks your time, and you tracks how many workouts you do per week. So I think that's super, like it shows me, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done my 10,000 steps today. I'll go out for a walk in the parking lot during a break, that kind of thing. So it's like, I think carving out the time and just making sure you just do it. Just do it. Really do it. And then I would also tell you on the go, have snacks with you that are healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you don't like get to eat like, and I'm bad. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect all the time. Like, people at work, they would be calling me out and saying like, oh, don't get it twisted. Danielle has her peanut M&Ms every now and again.
Yeah.
Because I love them. They're really good. I don't eat the whole package. I eat a little bit, but I love them. Like, so, but even just like having a healthy snack instead of like a protein bar that's kind of like the chocolate fix, that kind of thing, bringing it with you just so you have that stuff just in case. Because like sometimes I get stuck there all night. So it's like you don't have time to like go and get anything. So you need to have the food already there.
Yeah. I think that's so important. Being prepared is like everything if you have goals that you're trying to reach. So
and then hydrate. I bring a jug of water. People always say you have that jug of water everywhere you go. But water's so important. Like I feel like that's the big thing too. Because if you drink a lot of water, that also helps.
Yeah, and you can tell a difference in your energy levels when you're doing that.
Yes.
Especially as a runner.
Yes, and especially as a runner.
With the electrolytes, you mentioned those.
The electrolytes, I always put those. I always take those. I take them twice if I run. If I don't run, I take them once in the morning no matter what, just to give myself an extra kick.
Yeah.
I think it's super important to have all those stuff ahead of time and then just make sure you have all your vitamins. It's like so important to do all those things.
Yeah.
I wish I did that in my 20s. I think I would have been like, looked a little better in my 20s. I feel like I reversed age. Like I got better with age instead of like, which is a good thing though. Like it's good. Like you learn, I think in your 40s, you learn to take care of yourself better.
Yeah. I could see that.
So.
Yeah. And you just feel good whenever you're giving your body like the vitamins and things that it needs, like you said.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, this was such a fun talk.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed some weather talk. I mean,
different for us and so fun. So thank you so much for coming and sharing with us, and then also just your health and wellness journey. It's exciting to keep up with you guys. Where are you on social media? What's your name?
I'm at Danielle Breezy TV on Instagram, on Facebook, and Danielle Breezy TV on Twitter too. So all over the place.
Danielle Breezy TV.
You can find
me. The last name.
You can find. I'm even on TikTok.
My gosh, Breezy.
Yeah.
That's perfect for the weather.
Oh, I
You
didn't
just
even tell
caught
you that.
that?
I
No,
forgot
I
that.
literally didn't even
Did
think
you not
about
even think about that? So
No.
I should tell this story because people always
So
tell them,
dumb.
this is so That's okay. Don't. But it's funny. I never even
That's
brought this
so
up to you
good.
guys because usually Joe's with me. But so the reason I have the Weather last name is my husband.
Yeah.
So his name is Joe Breezy. That's his radio name. Since he was like 19 years old, he's on the radio. So like I
Oh.
met him in Boston, like my first week there, and he like tweeted me, like, and then we met up, and I was like, oh my God, you're cute, and your name's Joe Breezy, like we're getting married.
You were like, I need that last
'cause
name.
that name
so
is
my
that works
And I was
out.
like, cha-ching, I see dollar signs in a famous track of the name. And I mean, literally, like, it's a great name. Like, people always talk about the name. Like, even like, I remember when I was doing Good Morning America, like,
just got
Robin's
it.
like, the girl with the best last name, Danielle Breezy. She's breezing in. And I'm like, I love it. Yes.
You're like, yes.
So
this
it's
is
a great
exactly
name.
what I
I was
pictured.
made for this moment.
I was made. It's like, it's a great name. It kind of like elevated, you know, it took it to the next level.
Yeah, you are elevated.
It's
Man,
elevated.
That's so good. I love that.
But it's funny and it makes people laugh. I mean,
Yes.
if anything, it makes people laugh. It's not, if people ask, it's not my legal last name, but it's like a very fun name. And it's like on my personal, I'm easy breezy. I just kind of blow in, blow out, and have
Easy
a good time.
breezy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for breezing on in here with us
It was fun
today.
to breeze in. I should
Yeah.
breeze on out though, because I got to go to work.
Yeah, you have other things to do. You got a
Weather
busy
Thursday.
day.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this podcast or this episode, please like, subscribe on behalf of NFM and Spread the Positive. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and hope that you will catch us on the next one.